Welcome everybody to the most polarizing anime ranking list channel on the net. My name is Misty/Kinesia, and today we are tackling the colossal beast that is Isekai anime, ranking all 50 of the best title Japan has offered us from the worst garbage to its best masterpiece. Bits of rules and explanation before we start this task. Isekai is a term that could be translated to a person traveling to a strange new world, and we are gonna use that term very loosely. Ergo, rule number 1. The protagonist needs to start in World 1 and go to World 2, Mario style. I mean, oldie Mario style. It can be either digital, extraterrestrial, or even chronological. If you start in modern Japan and end up in the Edo period, it counts. The point is to have a character with a pre-existing understanding of the world that gets a fresh beginning with conditions he's unfamiliar with. Rule number 2, the ranking is a mix of a general consensus with a heavy dose of my personal opinion sprinkled through. You may disagree with a lot of the ranking, hopefully you do, and you think about it for weeks, because that means I did my job well. Rule number 3, if you see the symbol, that means I personally recommend the anime, despite its position in the ranking. Expect it to ring mostly towards the end of the list, but hey, maybe also during. I dug a lot to get 50 anime on here, so expect some garbage, a lot of obscure title, and even shows that haven't aired yet to be tossed in the mix. But you know, one man's garbage is another hoarder's treasure, so let's go! Starting off with number 50, Conception. What an absolute piece of trash we got here. Based on a game that's actually decent, surprisingly. You have the downright awful anime adaptation. Imagine Persona, but if you bang every confident girl and make star babies to have party members to help you in the dungeon. It's a fun game, but stay away from this unholy antichrist. Number 49, MAERCHEN Maiden. Socially awkward teenage girl making escape through fairy tales book. I'd be socially awkward too if my animators made me look at heaven and hell at the same time. Imagine the Pagemaster movie from the 90s, but if it was just fucking awful the whole way through. And that's MAERCHEN Maiden. Number 48, Nobunaga Teacher's Young Bride. It's with anime like this that we have people with sign outside the parliament chanting anime was a mistake. A Predator-like story about a girl traveling through time. She's 14, she lands in modern day, and wants the main character to impregnate her, cause he shared the name of an ancient war general. The isekai is minimal, but the omega oof is maximal. Number 47, Android. Just don't. No. Put it down. Hey, what did daddy say? You put it down. I'm gonna count to 3, and if you haven't moved to number 46, we're gonna have a big problem, mister. 1, 2. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Don't mess with daddy's rule. That joke is really funny if you're a parent. Number 46, Girl Bravo. A story about a dude who's allergic to chick. He gets teleported in a city where there's only girls there. Oh, that's hilarious. And they all want his magical seed like Jack and the Beanstalk. A discounted version of To Love Root. Number 45, In Another World with My Smartphone. A moronic plot about a dude going into a new world where his smartphone makes him all nighty. Absolute dark shit, like his battery wouldn't run out at some point. Maybe they covered that aspect at some... I couldn't be bothered to watch this one, it's too stupid. Number 44, Battle Girls Time Paradox. Random girl trips in a shrine and end up in the Sengoku period, where everyone is a girl playing Fortnite. No, really, it's a 100-woman melee without loot box. It's just as dumb as it sounds. Number 43, Lotte no Omocha. Now we're going into passable stories. Dude gets summoned in a new world, reverse Girl Bravo. Main girl hates man, but she must get along with Protag-kun so he can bone her petite figure at some point. Number 42, Death March to Parallel World Rhapsody. Proof of a good-looking anime can't really salvage a garbage story. What's up with overly powerful protagonists anyway? It's like playing a game with all the cheat code on. What's the point? Number 41, Shining Tears X-Win. Bit of an unknown one here. Shining Tear X-Win is a story about a cat girl who comes to Earth searching for someone to bring back in her world, and she mistakenly brings some extra luggage alongside her. Kinda weird, but if you've seen everything, this one might have slipped under your nose. Number 40, Silver Guardian. Silver Guardian has a weak first season, but the second one really picks up the slack. A story about a guy getting pulled in a video game. Oh yeah, we're gonna see a bunch of those. Intermission! Alright, from 39 to 35, we are going to be taking a little bit of a preemptive strike. These anime are not out at the moment. Could be masterpiece, could be extra garbage. I'm basing it off on their adaptation at the moment, but they're all shows to come out later this year. Starting off with number 39, Isekai Cheat Magician. A teenage combo ends up in another world and, yeah, you guessed it, they're super powerful again. Because that's fun. It's an adventure fantasy one, but honestly, I just want to know if they end up boinking. Number 38. Do you like your mom? Her normal attack is to attack at full power, aka Okasan online. That's a very long title, it is, yes. Somebody should have checked that. It sounds like a weird MILF fetish, but in actuality, it's a weird MILF fetish. Set to air in the summer, showing you a teenage boy sent to an RPG-like game world with her mom as a party member to chaperone his ass. Number 37, MAOU-SAMA Retry. An adult guy transported to another world as the Demon Lord. The formula never gets old. He meets a crippled girl and had her to his party, for balancing reason I suppose. Coming out this summer again. Number 36, high school prodigies have it easy even in another world. Apparently coming out later this year, there's this very interesting idea of 7 prodigy tossed in the Middle Ages, but they have advanced technology and knowledge, and they must make it work. I got a good feeling about this one. Number 35, Dr. Stone, or how I like to call it, Mount Rushmore Shonen Edition. Probably the coolest one of the bunch, set to air this summer about a world where a blinding flash turned everyone into stone, and millenniums later, they emerge and try to bring back civilization. Sounds like a good time. Number 34, Dream Eater Mary. A bit of a wacky tale in this one. You got a guy that can see people's dream, a girl that needs to get back to her world, find out how they do it, or don't. I mean, I don't expect people to pick up number 34 out of this list, but hey, I don't cut corners. Number 33, Dog Days, Isekai the Board Game, Furry Edition. Without the board, or the games, it's just furry is what I mean. Dude in a world of cat and dogs, literally. Number 32, Show by Rock. Girl gets sucked in her phone and when she lands in a new city, decides to make a band where everyone has animal traits. Cat ears, bunny ears, sheep wool, you get it. The show will piss you off no matter where you stand. Number 31, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Well, first you start by not drawing a pentagram on the ground, then you don't gather the compound for a human body next to your brother in a suit of armor, and lastly you stay away from the Black Bible that gives you a magical penis. I feel like this is not something I should have to explain, but here I am. Number 30, KENJA no MAGO. Dude wakes up in another world and is just as broken as the previous cheat code user. He's overpowered. It's a bit silly overall, but some people like it, and I ain't about to piss on their parade. Number 29, Outbreak Company. Nerdy otaku lands in a magical land and is sent as an envoy to spread the love of anime, manga, and games. Can you spare a moment so I can tell you about our Lord and Savior Luffy? Number 28, Magic Knight RAYEARTH. 3 girls are summoned to a magical land after being flashed at the Tokyo Tower. Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke, but it's just another fun series made by Clamp. Number 27, Isekai QUARTET, a compilation of chibi skits between 4 different franchises whom we have yet to talk about. It's only funny if you've seen the anime they're from, but chibis are always fun. Number 26, The Ambition of Oda Nobunaga. Main character gets teleported in a multiverse where several historical war generals are female. Wow, that was an awesome iteration. Here's a pat on the back for you, Misty. Aw, shucks, thanks. Hey, who's gonna praise my script writing skills if not myself? Y'all be complaining about how number 35 should be number 27 and no one is there to tell me I did a good job, so I'm gonna suck my own dick from time to time, okay? You're gonna have to watch. Number 25, Sword Art Online. Halfway point for SAO, either you like it or you don't. Guy gets stuck in a video game by an homicidal maniac that doesn't allow them to leave. I think everyone know about it since apparently everyone has a goddamn opinion about SAO. Number 24, Zero no Tsukaima. Guy gets summoned in another world. It's exactly like Dog Days, except less furry, more Harry Potter. Number 23, Recreators. I still fail to see the greatness on Recreators, but people who claim are smarter than me are telling me this is a really solid anime, and I'm not about to argue a guy yelling from a basement. Oops, I dropped a little bit of shade there. Just let me pick that up real quick. Number 22, Nobunaga-Concerto. Guy who looks like a famous war general suddenly awaken an era of said general and takes his place. It's a weird one, but if you like historical stuff, it might be for you. Number 21, Now and Then, Here and There. An anime made when white knighting wasn't so frowned upon. Seriously, why can a guy protect a girl without the whole feminazi movement throwing a tantrum about women no needing a man cause they're strong and independent? I'm not trying to get in your pants, lady. I did that to be nice. Number 20, Fushigi Yugi. 2 kids visiting a national library are sent to ancient China. We're in the top 20 now. This is where it's getting real good. Lots of episodes, but a bit on the older side since this aired in the 90s. Number 19, Mondai Tachi. 3 teenager lands in a new world with psychic abilities and are shown around by the Playboy Bunny. Number 18, Visions of ESCAFLOWINE. Pinocchio goes into a mech. No, seriously, what's up with those characters' nose? Same gimmick though, gateway to a new world, yada yada yada, but she's in a robot. In all fairness, it's a pretty good show. Number 17, Digimon, the original Isekai anime, the holy trinity of childhood waifu, Woman from Digimon, Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Misty in Pokemon. Back to Digimon, group of kids sucked into a computer must train an evolved monster to save the internet, in a nutshell. Number 16, GRIMGAR. I think I severely underestimated GRIMGAR because when I watched it, I was pretty amazed at how fun it was. The show transported a group of people in a RPG-like world where everyone has a class and some quests to tackle. Imagine Skyrim with a shit ton of mods, aka the only way you should play Skyrim nowadays. Number 15, Gate. A show about a militia that enters a gate into a world full of elves, monsters, and weird drink girl? What kind of name is Pina Colada for princess?
That's just upsetting,
he said like Jim Gaffigan. Number 14, Kyokara Mao. Average Japanese teenager is sent to medieval Europe, and since planes weren't invented then, they think his black hair and black eyes makes him the demon lord, because people were morons then. What other explanation could there be? He swam there? Preposterous. I make fun of it, but it's still an outstanding anime that's super underrated. Number 13, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Dude dies in his world, reborn as a slime with OP skills. He builds a village and keep adding people to his faction. Super one-sided anime, don't really get the hype, even after watching it, but I'll admit, Mirim is best girl. Number 12, 12th Kingdom. Yes, the position was purely given out of synchronicity. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 Kingy Kingdom, 11 caster casting, 10 Sekai warping, 9 mouses squeaking, 8 fancy haircut, 7 magic sparking, 6 beasting monster, 5 holy swords, 45 episode, 3 manga running, 2 good anime, and a redhead with a tan skin. Wow, I regret spending 10 minutes to come up with that bullshit. Number 11, Log Horizon. How am I gonna top up the last one? Another dude in a video game, and it's not even the last one on this list, but Log Horizon has a pretty good take on the whole thing, if you like Leroy Jenkins. Number 10, Devil is a Part-Timer. Satan's gonna give it to ya. Number 9, Inuyasha. Teenage girl is transported into a fantasy world and gets control over a demon boy who bend over to her every command. They go on an adventure and it's dope for 200 plus episodes, so you might want to pick it up if you haven't so far. Number 8, Tenchi Muyo, War on Geminar. The Tenchi Muyo universe is pretty big, but our interest is on War on Geminar. That is a big fat boy. It's like stinking fries, or if you're vegan, a fucking salad. Whatever metaphorical food gives you a hard-on, I don't know you. Number 7, Drifters. Fanfiction made by some historians with a fetish for fantasy drafting. Like Jeanne d'Arc versus Rasputin. yeah, that's really good. Number 6, Yojo Senki. Homicidal maniac gets reborn in the body of a 6-year-old and unleashed World War II on a nation because, well, why do you even need a reason for that? Number 5, Overlord. This top 5 has been excruciatingly hard for me to lay down, but number 5, Overlord. Guy gets stuck in a game that got shut down and becomes a top floor boss to be defeated. Very cool premise, fun character, but again, the overpowered formula. Number 4, Konosuba. 4 morons goes on an adventure to defeat the Demon King, and it is hilarious every step of the way. How'd you pick a best girl out of this show? Number 3, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Video game formula with levels and grinding about a guy conned into becoming the world's fallen hero. He builds a party he can trust and try to prevent the destruction with only a shield. Captain America style, except he got the Japan flag on it instead. Number 2, ReZero. Try again until you succeed. The game's save state technique of anime. The anime that everyone is too busy fighting over the waifu than caring about the actual story. And finally, the number 1 best isekai anime ever made to be topped is No Game No Life. I know we don't count movies, but seriously, check out the No Game No Life 0 and tell me how it's not the greatest of all time. 2 siblings fingerbang the world by its open volcano simply by thinking outside of the box and winning at games. It's absolutely phenomenal. And that's my top 50 for isekai anime. If you really love that genre, you should be all set for the rest of the year, at the very least. Even if you've seen everything, there's 5 in there that have yet to air, so it'll give you something to look forward to. Follow me on Twitter. No, seriously, please do. I'm very funny on there, I promise. Please don't go. No, come back, please. I'll be funny, I swear. I'd also appreciate if you could leave a like and comment below. It boosts my stats and make Papa YouTube show this video to more people. If you enjoy my stupid humor and silly lists like these, subscribe for more. I always come up with new weird ideas, so I'm sure you're gonna like them. And I'll see your sexy butt next time.
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.